My name is Sherrie Yvette. Here on my channel, I post motherhood rooted in faith and not perfection. And in this season, we're talking growth, everything growing, right? Personal growth. Last year, in the front of my house, we planted a couple of fruits and veggies, and then me and my daughter, my toddler, we sprinkled these seeds around the front of the garden. It has produced this wildflower garden, and me watching it grow with little time and attention from myself has taught me so many different lessons about the natural ebbs and flowing of growth, not just the natural things that God created in the earth, but just of me and myself. So I have this flower in the front, and forgive me, I don't remember the name right now, but I was gonna rip this one out of the ground. Like, it was wild, it was tall, but I was like, I'm just gonna prune it back. So I ended up cutting some of it down, and then it ended up producing these beautiful flowers that primarily only open at nighttime. So it taught me these so many different lessons. And then this one in the back with the orange ones, at night, the petals, they close and it goes to quote unquote sleep. So there's so many things that these little wildflowers are doing that just remind me, like, hey, Sherrie, is there anything in your life that you need to let go of? What's on your mind and your heart in this moment that you need to just kick out because it's stopping you from being where you need to be? So on this day, I wanted to deal with this plant that my son actually ran over with his bike, y'all. This bush has been ran over by my son. Beautiful flowers on it, but it just needs to be pruned. So I'm gonna do that.
Prior to that too. Right?
This mint plant here that I kind of cleaned up a little bit the other day. That I'm just gonna plant some tomato seeds in the center and see what happens. I did do a Google search. They said good companion planting for mint would be tomatoes. So these are homegrown tomatoes, meaning that I got these from my own garden last year. So I'm just gonna put a couple in there to see what happens this year. I'm just gonna do it right in the center here. And I always oversow because I don't know what I'm doing. So sometimes I psych myself out about overthinking about what I need to do to continue to grow or nourish myself, when I really need to just hone in on the things that God has already told me to do, and to seek His word about how to care for myself, whether it be my heart or my mind or my body. I love in the scripture in 1 Corinthians chapter 3 where it says, I planted the seed and Apollos watered the plant, but God made you grow. So I love that. And it continues to say, it's not the one who plants or the one who waters, it's who is at the center of this process, but God who makes things grow. So may we continue to trust God to help us to continue to grow, not just in this season, but every season.